A difficult day, guys, a really difficult day, because the market today was easier, at least for me to read, and I managed anyway to freaking come with a loss. I guess it came out with a different things, emotional side from the previous days, getting some red coming out. It starts to be emotional, but as well, I'm not that, something that I feel I'm not doing right is that I'm not clicking that button when I feel that's a good entry. That's an entry that I would take. And that's something happened today. There was a beautiful possibility to take another trade, and I didn't do it. And it burns after, to be honest. It just burns after. Of course, it's easier to say afterwards and everything, but I try to do my best. I share everything, live stream and everything. I share my emotions and everything. It's okay. It's still a okay loss. You can see below. It's an okay loss. 150, less than $160, less than a half max loss. It's a good loss, but it hurts when you know that it could have been a better day, right? So one thing's first, let's start. The markets start pushing, consolidating, pushing again. 15 minutes closed here. 15 minutes closed here. And I was like, this market looks strong. The stocks look strong. Nvidia looks beautiful, pushing. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give myself a nice stub long. And I'm going to allow it some wiggle room. That's what I like to do. And let's give it a 1 to 5 risk reward, right? That's what I was risking. I was risking up to these lows, making 1 to 5 risk reward. And that was a beautiful trade, right? It got, usually I will go for 1 to 1 risk reward. It gets me, and I'm like out with $200 gain. But sometimes when I see that my next level is far, I'm looking for more. But as well, one thing I have to always remind myself is that if I don't take my take profit, this retest can come back and retest the 50 minutes range, and that's my problem. This 50 minutes range usually is my entry. So for example, let's say in a beautiful scenario, I know it's with if and everything, it does not work. One trade and then second trade here. And it would have worked, right? One trade here, out, second entry here, at the retest of the 50 minutes range. And I would have been out again with a second trade, winning trade. But unfortunately here I looked for more. That's fine. And I'm fine with the looking for more. I'm fine with it. And what I'm not fine is that I moved my stop loss to break even in an area of retest that was still getting retested. If this push was pushing higher, then I would move my stop loss to break even. I would be like, it already took the highs. If it comes back, I'm out. But it didn't do it yet. I'm gonna let it. I have to let it take the time it needs to wiggle around these levels and maybe push higher. And if it does not stop me out, I'm fine. I'm fine, right? That's the mistake. One mistake I've done. The stop loss, move it too early. The second is that I was thinking to enter long again on a retest. But because I was in a trade, I was like, I'm just risking more. But in reality, I will just evaluate this second entry as a second trade. If I enter again here, I will use these things as a second entry, allow again as a room for the stop loss, move again this stop loss to being the same one. And if I was gonna get stopped out in both, I would have been fine, right? It's a push trade and it's a retest trade, fine. And then what happened is that the second trade, the second real trade I take, I look at the push. It was a beautiful anyway long trade situation. My stop loss was, I think, somewhere around here, and I would still probably be still in, but probably I would have been taken out here or in break even because I don't trade more than 1 hour. So probably I would have been taken out somewhere here. But also here, a bit too aggressive, moved, didn't leave my wiggle room. That's what I am learning with 1 minute charting, right? 1 minute chart sucks on a way that it has many of this one, and you cannot trust the level, right? If we let's go to the 5 minute chart here on the left side. The 5 minute chart here, you can see that it's just more clear, right? If I go to the to fall like a retest long looking at this level, then I will be like, okay, give it some wiggle room. It can still go around. The 1 minute chart is really a piece of crap because it can make you think that that's a good retest level to not get in stopped out, but it just 1 minute chart is just too much noise. And look at this. The idea of going long to my next level, it was right. It is right. Yeah. So another loss, third loss consecutive, I think, for this week. And tomorrow I'm off, so that's good. I'm off after 1.5 years of live streaming, so I'm taking 2 days off. Monday as well, 3 days off because it's Memorial Day, market is closed. And Tuesday we're gonna come back and reevaluate a few things. Not reevaluate, but try to trade more confident on my strategy. My long here was right. The retest here was right. Be more confident. That's what I'm missing. Is that confidence that is running away from myself. You know, when you get a few losing days, you just lose confidence, right? And I'm trying to be as much confident as I can. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is, guys. This was my trade of today. I want to share it, just some emotions, 6 minutes video. And yeah, sometimes we pass difficult times, sometimes we pass good times. And this year I'm still profitable somehow, but passing difficult times. But hopefully we're gonna get out from it, guys. Thank you guys for everything. See you on the next video.